Hi, hello. My name is Alfonso Di Gonzaga. I'm going to discuss about historical perspective education in the Philippines. Historical perspective education in the Philippines is how to manage and regulated by the Department of Education, commonly referred to as the DepEd in the country. The Department of Education controls the Philippines education system, including the curriculum used in schools and the allocations of funds. It also regulates the constructions of the school and other educational facilities and the recruitment of teachers and staff. Education in the Philippines has undergone several stages of development from the pre-Spanish times to the present. In meeting needs of the society, education serves as a focus of emphasis, priorities of the leadership, and certain periods in our national struggle as a race. Objectives. At the end of the seasons, the students are expected to trace the development of the Philippine educational system from the pre-Spanish era to the present along the national development goals, objectives of education. Know the significant laws in the Philippine education, acquainted with the historical development of the Philippine educational system. Underscore the teacher's role in the national program for the expansions to a 12-year basic educational cycle. Aldous Huxley, that men do not learn very much from the lessons of the history is the most important of all the lessons that history has to teach. Pre-Magellanic, pre-Spanish educations. Educations was, as early as in the pre-Magellanic times, education was informal, unstructured, and devoid of methods. Children were provided more vocational training and less academics, or 3Rs, by their parents and in the houses of tribal tutors, and education was religions-oriented. It was for the elite, especially in the early years of the Spanish colonizations. Pre-Magellanic times, reading, writing, and arithmetic refers to the foundations of a basic skills-oriented education program within schools, reading, writing, and arithmetic. It appeared in print as a space filler in the Ladies' Magazine for 1818, although it is widely quoted as arising from a praise coined in the toast given by Sir William Cortes, member of the Parliament in about 1825, since its original creations. Many others have used the term to describe other trifecta. Alibata. Alibata, it means baybayin. Tagalog pronunciations, bayi-bayi. Known in Unicode as Tagalog script, see below, is an ancient pre-colonial Philippines writing system. It is a member of the Brahmic family of India, is recorded as being in use in the 16th century. It continued to be used during the Spanish colonizations of the Philippines up until the late 19th century. The script is well known because it was carefully documented by Catholic clergy who lived in the Philippines during the colonial era. The term baybay literally means to spell in Tagalog. Baybayin was extensively documented by the Spanish. Some attributed the name Alibata, but this name is correct. The term Alibata was coined by Paul Rodriguez Verzosa after the arrangement of letters of the Arabic alphabet Alif Bata. Ali Bata, if F having been eliminated for eponyms' sake. Spanish education. The educational system was formal. Teaching of Spanish language was compulsory. Education during the period was inadequate, suppressed, and controlled. Spanish system. The tribal tutors were replaced by Spanish missionaries. Religions-oriented, it was for the elite. Educational Decree of 1863. Municipal government. one primary school for boys and girls in each town. Jesuits normal school for male teachers. In Spain, the education's regulating body is Ministry of Education. In Spain, it is the law of education that makes the regulations. According to this law, education in Spain is compulsory and should be free from 6 years to 16 years of age. It is supported by the government of Spain from 6 to 16. The school attendance is compulsory for every child. Revolutionary government. The school maintained by Spain for more than 3 centuries were closed for the time being but were reopened on August 29, 1898 by the Secretary of Interior. The Burgos Institute in Malolos, the Military Academy of Malolos, and the Literary University of the Philippines were established. Malolos constitutions established a system of free compulsory elementary education. American rule. Schuman's commissions adequate of secularized and free public school system. Top commissions for instructions of President McKinley. Free primary instructions that train the people for the duties of citizenship and avocations. English, medium of instruction. Religious orientations involve presumptions about the existence and natures of God or gods, religious prescriptions in about morality and communal, personal, spiritually. Such presumptions involve the study of psychology, ethics, and sociology, and anthropology. American rule became a very important issue for the United States colonial governments since it allowed it to spread their cultural values, particularly the English language, to the Filipino people. Instructions in English language and American history led to forming of a national identity and Filipino nationalism. Philippine Commissions by virtue of Act No. 74. 1901. A highly centralized public school system was installed. The implementations of this act created a heavy shortage of the teachers, so the Philippines Commissions authorized the Secretary of Public Instructions to bring the Philippines 600 teachers from the USA. They were the Thomasites. Philippine Commissions. The high school system supported by the provincial governments, special educational institutions, and school arts and trades, and agricultural school and commerce and marine institute were established in 1902. 1908, the Philippine Legislature approved Act No. 1870 created University of the Philippines. The Reorganizations Act of 1916, the Philippinizations of all department secretaries except the Secretary of Public Instructions. Japanese Regime. Military Order No. 2 in 1942. Japanese Educational Policies. The Philippine Executive Commission. Commissions of Education, Health and Public Welfare and School. Reopened in June 1942. On October 14, 1943, the Japanese-sponsored Republic created the Ministry of Education. Japanese Regime. Tagalog Philippines History and Character Education was reserved for Filipinos. Love for work and dignity, labor was emphasized. February 27, 1945, the Department of Instructions was made part of the Department of Public Instructions. Japan's launched an attack on the Philippines on December 8, 1941, just 10 hours after their attack on Pearl Harbor. Initial aerial bombardment was followed by landing of ground troops both north and south of Manila. The Congressional Commissions on Education, or EDCOM, report provided the impetus for Congress to pass RA 7722 and RA 7796. In the 1994, creating the Commissions on Higher Education, CHED, and the Technical Education and Skill Development Authority, TESDA, respectively. The trifocal education system. DEX, the elementary, secondary, and non-formal educations including culture and sports. TESDA, post-secondary, middle level, manpower, training and development. CHED is responsible for higher education. August 2001 Republic Act 9155, Governance of Basic Education Act. DEX to DepEd, redefining the role of field offices, regional offices, divisions offices, district offices, and schools. RA 9155 provides the overall framework for school head empowerment by strengthening their leadership roles, school-based management within the context of transparency and local accountability. Goal of basic education: provide school-age populations and young adults with skills, knowledge, and values to become caring, self-reliant, productive, and patriotic citizens. Summary of historical perspective follows. Year, official name, head of office, legal basis. 1863, Superior Commissions of Primary Instruction, Chairman, Educational Decree of 1863. 1901-1916, Department of Public Instruction, General Superintendent, Act No. 74 of the Philippine Commissions, January 21, 1901. 1960-1942, Department of Public Instructions, Secretary, Organic Law of 1916, Jones Law. 1942-1944, Department of Education, Health and Public Welfare, Commissioner, renamed by the Japanese Executive Commissions, June 11, 1947. 1944, Department of Education, Health and Public Welfare, Minister, renamed by Japanese-sponsored Philippines Republic. 1944, Department of Public Instructions, Secretary, renamed by Japanese-sponsored Philippine Republic. 1945-1946, Department of Public Instructions and Informal, Secretary, renamed by Commonwealth Government. 1946-1947, Department of Instructions, Secretary, renamed by Commonwealth Government. 1947-1975, Department of Education, Secretary, AO number 94, October 1947, Reorganizations Act of 1947. 1975-1978, Department of Education and Culture, Secretary, Proc number 1081 to September 24, 1972. 1978 in 1984, Ministry of Education and Culture, Minister, PD number 1397, June 2, 1978. 1984-1986, Ministry of Education, Culture and Sports, Minister, Education Act of 1982. 1987-2001, Department of Education, Cultures and Sports, Secretary, EO number 117, January 30, 1987. 2002, Present, Department of Education, Secretary, RA 9155. Thank you.